Grand Prix for F4, round number 10 of the season. Alongside him in the commentary box we have Albert, who raced in F2. Before we get on to your opinions on the track, how did your race go in F2?
It went all perfect. I won the race. My teammate finished second, so the Mercedes went through. Yeah, how about your race, Joe?
Mine was quite low. Well, I qualified fourth. Then Fabio spun and then pitted onto the mediums, so did a 2-stop and managed to catch me later on in the race, so, and finished third. So yeah, and eventually finished fourth. So it was an annoying race in perspective that I could have got a podium, but yeah, it's the nature of the track. You have to have confidence to to gain the max speed. Okay, please don't have the engine glitch.
Oh, it's raining.
And I have the engine glitch.
Yeah, me too.
Brilliant. Okay, so you have to and it's okay. Oh, I don't anymore.
Okay.
But do you still have the engine glitch?
No, I don't have.
Okay. Alright, no, let's not do that. Okay. Albert, what's your opinion on Singapore as it is raining?
Yeah, my opinion on this track is, well, it's one of my favorite tracks. So yeah, I don't know, it's like it comes naturally that I love this track. So yeah, with the low speed corners, first corner, then have the last corner. I really love the last corner. I almost go flat out, but yeah, I need to lift a little bit the throttle. But yeah, one of my favorite tracks. Yeah, and yours?
I do like this track, but I haven't had much confidence lately with the races, considering of my lag and yeah, and braking zone, because they lag backwards. So then it really, as Nate joins, it's just annoying. So yeah, it's all about this. I think this track is about confidence, and also having the speed to but like the speed having consistency is the word I'm trying to say. But as we have Quint Twinton here, and for some reason I cannot get off. Okay, now I can now get off it. But did you have a wet qualifying?
Well, yes. We start with the dry quali, and then my teammate and Jeff told me that it was gonna rain on the last 5 minutes of qualifying. Well, not the last 5, yeah, 15 minutes. 15 minutes it was gonna rain, and I was gonna do like 5 laps on hards, then jump on mediums. But because it was gonna rain, I had to do like 1 quali lap with hards and then rush to get a lap on mediums. And I managed to get on pole ahead of Owen. Yeah. It was alright.
It also rained in our race. It was like full wet, and for like a minute, it was like basically you could go on inters, so you had to like tiptoe around the track on inters. So it's basically, it was like a one-shot quali at the end, because usually, yeah, it's like I probably could have gone a lot faster, but
yeah, Matthew says that it's gonna be raining by the end of the race.
yeah. Be interesting what strategy people do.
I think best strategy is mediums to hards.
It depends when it go rain, because you could do medium.
Yeah, but well,
Or go hard straight away, and just literally.
yeah, because it's raining, you can choose the tires for the race. So let's see.
Yeah.
See if...
As we have Quinton finishing his lap, and
yeah,
Gareth also catching up. We have a comment. Oh, great.
Does 115.3, 15:55, sorry. And Gareth 154, as Banana George does a 153.7.
Oh,
Yellow flags.
Where the yellow flag? Be interesting what Harry does here. Ooh.
Really close.
Yeah, I've got probably like 7 poles, and we have 3. Oh, it was Courtney.
Oh, she closed the lap.
Let's look at the Drivers' Championship. So Jovan's got a 103 point gap to Scott. So another win here could bring closer to the F4 Championship, with Scott second, and then we've got Harry and the Ferrari, who's 5 points behind Scott. Then we have Gareth, who's a further 16 points behind, and then we have Quinton 11 with 51 points behind, an 11-point gap.
So if Jovan wins this race, he's gonna be the big world champion.
Would he?
Yeah, because there's 5 races left, and if Scott wins all races, it's gonna be 100. Oh wait, never mind. Fastest lap.
It'd be he has to get fastest lap, wouldn't he?
Yeah, I didn't count fastest lap.
So that'd be interesting.
So if we don't count the fastest lap, if Jovan wins this race, he has a gap of 103 points. So if he wins, the gap is gonna be 128. And if Scott wins the last 5 races, that's 125 points.
Oh yeah. So
yeah, but with the fastest laps, that's another thing.
That's another 5 points. So
yeah,
and that gives it to
maybe Russia.
Yeah, maybe Russia.
If he wins this one, or no, and if he gets if he grabs a big amount of points for this race and for the following one, yeah, he's gonna be world champion.
Very interesting prospect. Oh, I hate this. Let's try and find somebody that is on at that.
Yeah, Jovan is not allowed.
Who's on it out that? Well, okay, we've got Quinton there. Got on Josh there. We'll take a hot lap with Harry when he comes past to do his lap as he's on his out lap. But yeah, it's because you wrapped your F4 title, I think in Russia, or was it Japan?
Oh, it was in Brazil.
Oh yeah, it was Brazil.
Yeah, I remember this race in F4. We had that right quali and then we had rain by the end of the race. Kildoy was first and I was second. Made some mistakes. There was a safety car actually.
Yeah. And I came second in that race, I think.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, the thing, it's quite funny. All the races I do well in, like F4, I've done well at in like this season. Yeah, it's weird. I just need to get more consistent and find out where I lost the speed from the last game. Alright, as Harry comes around the last 3 corners, we'll go on board with him. And Albert, can you please take us a lap of the Singapore circuit?
Yeah, for sure. We're now starting the lap on Singapore on wet conditions. We are heading up to the first corner. Really easy to get your lap invalidated. Harry does manage well to go through. Then we are at the long straight of the circuit. Well, it's DRS is not powerful as other tracks. Now we are heading to the second sector, left corner. Yeah, sorry for my English. Now, I don't know the names of the tracks. The corner, sorry. Well, here on the left-hander, if you go a little bit wide, you can touch the wall and lose front wing. This part of the circuit is really tough because you have to brake while you are turning in, as well as turn. I don't know. Sorry, that's what a mess. What a mess. We are in another straight. Finishing sector 2. We are hitting sector 3. Yeah, this is the technical part of the circuit. You are braking while you are turning again. If you go a little bit wide on this part of the track, you touch the wall as we see Renault moving. Now we are moving under the bridge. And the last couple of 3 corners, really important to get a good exit here and not to touch the wall. We are heading up to the last corner. Really important to have to carry as much speed as possible, and he does the fastest lap of the race, 1:53.2.
Yeah, it's very good lap by Harry then. Thank you for taking us.
Yeah.
I think next season we need to learn the circuit name.
Yeah,
but
probably. Yeah.
but let's see who is on a lap.
Banana Josh.
Can you take the title? Well, the the most poles probably in TNF1 at the moment, as in this season, I think, with Harry.
Yeah.
So like,
he has 7, right?
yeah, he has. Well, if he gets this, he would have 8. But oh, sector. Where's that?
Yeah, Matthew crashed, but
So, does Bernard Josh have enough? Yeah, I guess he has enough fuel to be able to. In the racing point. Oh, he comes in. Okay. Let's go on Gareth. Again, we do apologise if we get the names wrong. Different. As Kyle.
Yeah.
Does he have front wing down here?
Probably. I mean, doesn't. I don't know if he has been damaged, but
What the?
because he has the templates, but
Yeah.
maybe he carries a little bit of wind damage. Who knows?
Yeah. As her down his lap, it's basically Jovan just needs to take no risk, basically, in his Singapore Grand Prix. And the first turn as well was very, very hard if you're in the mid pack. So you want to be third, or you want to be in the top 4 probably.
Yes, if you are in the mid pack, yeah, as you said, really easy that someone hits you from behind and you hit the wall, or maybe you hit the car in front of you.
Just see. I'm just gonna see the comments. Yeah. So, oh, you already mentioned it before we're ending to the race. Okay, let's see Jovan's lap.
Oh, Jordan.
It was up on his lap as well.
Sky Wilson retires from the race. He crashed.
As Gareth moves up to 4th. Jovan is off on his lap. The one thing I don't particularly like about the spectator screen is that you, as in especially qualifying, you can't see if they're. I wish it says if they're up on the pole lap rather than their lap.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one of the a lot of things that Codemaster needs to change.
This is a bit of. Is Gareth on the lap? Yes, he is, and he's. It's Wooly. Wooly's awesome. There, no, sorry. Craig is on the lap. Courtney goes faster.
10 seconds remaining.
As Jovan completes his lap. 7 tenths up in the second sector. He goes across the line and pole.
First.
By.
Wow.
Wow. A very good lap by him. as Bernard Josh's or Joshua. I need to stop saying that. It's because of his name. His first name's easy.
Yeah.
But Josh, something like that. Can you snatch foul? Quinton? No. But what about Courtney? About Cray? Jordan? What's Jordan going to do?
Bernard George is improving. He's 8 ends up.
Jordan is proven by 2 seconds, so that will put him in a decent position. He's 6th. Okay, let's see what. He's 8 tenths up on his lap. This looks like good enough for pole.
I think Bernard George is gonna be on pole.
And pretty convincing pole.
153.4. 7 tenths.
Last one on track is Courtney. Oh, where does Courtney come? 8th. But he's interesting on strategy, considering we've got rain coming at the end of the race. I'll quickly go for it, and then Albert, you can go through the starting grid properly. We've got Joshua Law in the racing point first, and then we've got Jovan second in the Mercedes. Then we've got Harry in the Ferrari. Then we've got Quinton in the McLaren, Gareth in the Alfa Romeo, and Jordan the Ferrari. And I can't remember the rest of the grid for that. But
do we have a new? Oh, never mind. I thought we had like a new driver for Renault, but it's great. Actually,
yeah, it's Nate from the Red Bull.
Because last week we had. I can't remember. It was something Albon.
Oh yeah, I think that's Craig. I think he has like multiple accounts. I think.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. So. It'd be interesting if what strategy they go on, and also.
So,
okay. Please take us through the starting grid.
Yeah. So in first place we have Joshua Law with Racing Point. Then we have the Mercedes of Jovan. Ahead of him we have Harry with Ferrari on mediums. Followed by Quintin, the McLaren, and then we have Gareth, Jordan, Kyle Wilson on the Renault. We have the Williams of Courtney. Then we have the other Renault, Rich. On the hatch we have Michael. Sorry. We have Michael. Ahead of him is Matthew with the Toro Rosso, and then in last place we have Nate on the Renault. Oh, the interesting thing is that Nate has joined during quali, and the game is the Red Bull car, and he's on the Red Bull team.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, it could be easy being Mercedes as well.
Yeah.
That's weird.
So,
what's happened? What's happened on here? We might get this.
Joshua just like breathed a little bit.
Well, the thing is, what Harry can do is just stay I wouldn't say probably 3 seconds or 4 seconds. Like as in get a gap which could like make the hard tyres of Jovan and Josh like cool down a bit, and I think Josh has gone off a bit.
So everyone is starting us, and then we have Harry, Great, no, not Great, yeah, Great, and Courtney with mediums.
Yeah.
So
I think they should probably go on mediums if they could, if it's at the end. Try and lengthen this stint and then go on mediums again, and then if there's definite rain coming, I think they have to do that. Okay, let's find a given starting position. Okay, this is good. 5 lights at 4 red lights out, and away we go, and we have Craig with a drive-through penalty. A jump start. And Harry on the inside.
Harry on the outside. On Jovan. They're side by side. Oh! And they touch. Harry and Jovan have crashed.
Well, Harry's gone to the back of the grid. Does he have any? Yes, front window. Yeah, sorry. What happened, Albert?
They were side by side before the main straight, well, the large straights. And they made contact, and Harry spun. He went right into the wall. So yeah.
I think Jordan just went in the back of Mike. Does Harry have front wing down?
Oh, sorry. Yes, he has.
What would you do here? Would you risk? Oh my word! Double overtake there. What would you do? Would you risk pit him hards and then go in?
He almost touched the wall. It depends. If he feels that he's pretty consistent with mediums and with that wind damage, I mean, if he can deal with it, just stay on track, and then by the time you will box, just change your ring.
On to the second lap, we have Joshua Law leading this race with Jovan Jov 2 seconds behind. Bit interesting start, and Gareth is third with rain down, with Quinton fourth. Let's check the intervals, not the broadcast. Let's check the position change. So the big gainer is Craig, but he has to stop. He has to do a drive-through. Matthew here in the Toro Rosso in 7th, 4 places, and then we have Nate in 9th, 3 places gained. But that's quite interesting. From the back.
How is your spawn?
That's a commentator's curse there. And Craig is closing up to Quinton here. And I guess it's because... Oh, what's happened? Nate is...
I thought some... Never mind.
Okay. The one problem I have with the Singapore is the spectator broadcast screens not particularly good, as we have Jordan in the pits and double stacking.
Yeah,
and is Jordan changing his front wing? Yes, he is.
Oh.
And what is Jordan going on? This is gonna. Well, Jordan in the F4 chat did say that Harold got to bottle it, but it's a long race. It's a long race. We've got wet weather conditions. It could, as in, for example, our race in F4, like a couple of seasons back. Was it Kyle, or was I think Kyle? I think crashed. No, yeah, I've got front wing damage, or was an incident or lap. Like lap 7, and there was a safety car when the rain came down, and
it was.
Yeah, brought it close together.
It was Kim Doyle, I think. Oh no, sorry. It was Kyle. Yeah, it was him. Yeah.
Yeah. So it could all change, but he just doesn't want to get lapped. That's probably the main thing. Which, as we were talking about, Harry, Jovan has hit the accelerator and is starting to close in on, as Craig serves his stop go, and Jordan, okay. There might be a lot of incidents that I have to clear up in there.
So we had both Reynolds who had a drive-through penalty for jumping the start.
Wait, did they both have a penalty for jumping the start then?
Yeah, I saw Kyle jumping the start and then... Yeah.
As Carl moves up to 6th with that, and then Craig in 7th.
Oh, as Michael has no win.
It goes into the pits. Oh,
he almost.
Yeah. Be interesting how long he stretches, how long Harry stretches these tyres. Because Jordan's not going to make it to the rain, so we would have to pit. I would say Nate could probably get to the rain period just, and the Craig and Courtney will have to pit. It'll be interesting what tyres they choose, but.
And Jovan is closing the gap with Joshua Law. He's on DRS range.
Is closing. Oh, and Mike's going to be a factor here. There's going to be a lap down, unless he gets away. But this will be interesting. So who's got the fastest lap at the moment? If we're trying to, so Jovan's got the fastest lap at the moment. He just needs to overtake Bernard Josh, and he's got the championship. Is that with your maths?
If my maths are not wrong. No, but I mean, I haven't come the fastest laps.
Yeah.
But it's more likely that if he wins this race, he's gonna be world champion.
Yeah,
Unless Scott wins the 5 races left.
yeah, the one problem of the times moving back like to, well, in the UK it's 10 o'clock, is that from 11 to 10 is the fact that some people don't know when the race starts. So.
Oh, and Michael has just crashed into the wall.
Let's be careful, Quinton and Gareth. Yeah, just from people who haven't raced in F2 or F3, even all the categories. The races have gone an hour back. So F2 and F3 are 8 o'clock. No, 9 o'clock European time and 8 o'clock UK time. And then it's F1 and F4, it's 10 o'clock. So, because we're having, I think, we're having people, only 10 cars, wasn't it, in F2 and F3, wasn't it? So, yeah, so... The overrun is closing. The camera angles in this game are just horrible.
Because it was...
Oh, mic's out. Well, that caused a safety car. And where was it?
That does. Okay. Oh, just tire crash with Mike's car. He was party and ghost. Yeah, he was like Michael with tire on the last corner. He was in the middle of the track.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, and then instead of posting, I thought that the car was gonna ghost, and he went onto the back of his car, and he has wind damage.
It's the one thing in this game with them when they don't bring out safety cars. It's the one thing I don't get about this game.
I had an idea, like the commentators, like if they see that the track is like unsafe, or like they can apply the safety car, or maybe virtual safety car, instead of doing this automatically.
I would say safety car was be a game thing, but I think virtual is probably the best one to use. As in, you'll be able to control the tempo. Effectively, it's neutralized. But as car hits the wall, it's got a long way in the Grand Prix. Okay, let's go back up the front because it's less than a second now.
Your affects a lot in this track.
Be interesting. Does Jovan just stay behind him? Just save ERS and just take him and do the undercut when he pits. As the main fight here we have is at the front at the moment. A long race this is, as Jovan gets the 3-second time penalty. as a long race, you have to really concentrate.
It's really easy to lose concentrate this track because it's a long track. There's so many laps to.
It's from the 3 street tracks, so you have like Baku, Monaco, and Singapore. It's probably this track I prefer the most out of them.
Yeah.
Because Monaco, Monaco, you have to be like on it, and then this track is probably more forgiving than Monaco, but you still need to be on it. And but what's your favourite track out of the street tracks?
Street tracks, I would say Singapore.
Yeah.
And now that you've said that you have three street tracks, I've won Baku, I've won at Baku, Monaco, and Singapore.
Wait, what track did I miss out?
No, you said Baku.
Oh yeah, okay.
I won at Baku, I won at Monaco, and I won at Singapore. Yeah, I'm the king. I'm the king of the streets. And if we can consider Melbourne as a semi-street circuit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also want so.
It's like Canada as well.
Yeah, but I couldn't attend on Canada, so.
We have another we have another street track coming next, as in like next game. It's
Oh, Vietnam.
Yeah, Vietnam, which I'm not particularly a fan of, but
yeah, me neither.
As in, I just think they're adding useless tracks that.
Yeah, like they did in India, Korea.
Korea was a good track though. I like Korea. And they're getting rid of Germany for Vietnam.
Yeah.
As we have Courtney getting out of the way of Josh here, and we have a Sector 3 incident. Who's that for?
No, it was. He was backing off.
But yeah, it's.
So it's like 4 races I've won in it too. I've won in a street circuit.
What's as in Lewis Hamilton's won the championship? Do you think he can beat Michael Schumacher record?
Well, if Ferrari doesn't bottle it next year, I will say no. But yeah, I mean Ferrari's been bottling every race since 2017. So it's been 2 years bottling with the strategy, with drivers mistake, with engine problems. So if they can solve this problem for next year, I think they'll stop Mercedes, and as I see Joe and Kit touches the wall. That's the wall. Sorry.
Be interesting to have front wing damage from that touch.
I don't know.
As Jordan pits from his 7-lap soft stint. Wait, sorry, 8 laps. And goes on to mediums. the thing is that whoever goes on when it eventually starts raining, who will take the initiative and would take the risk and go on the inters, or is it going to come where the dries can take you to the end? That'd be the interesting part of this race. So
yeah,
Jovan's dropping off a bit. It's 1 second, so I don't think he has front wing damage. Or is just Bernard Josh just edging tyres as Harry gets a time penalty? As Harry moves up to 6th, and let's see where Craig's going to now. So does he get in front of his teammate? No. So Carl's done the undercut on his teammate there, and then Craig rejoins 6 seconds. The thing is that new tyres is essential in around Singapore, as they can like overheat quite easily, can they, as well?
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, John is losing time.
Yeah. As Jordan is on the back of Courtney, who's second. Jordan is in like hot lap. Is he going to turn it down? Right, can I hide? No, I don't want to hide that. I just want to hide that. Oh. Yeah, it's cool. Alright. It's a battle to watch out for. Let's see what's happening. Quinton's 3 seconds is. So Gareth has made a gap to Quinton here.
Yes, no one is really
It's interesting the lines that they take from like the last corner, as in Bernard Joss is like a narrow line, and Jovan does a wide line onto the start finish straight. When's the pit stop for the Haas? Is probably around lap 20. So what would you say the pit stop what would the pit stop thing be? Around like,
well, it depends. Depends.
Like 24.
Yeah, probably.
As Craig posts the fastest lap.
Oh, Jovan has wind damage.
Did he touch the wall again?
Yeah, because he is missing his template.
Don't know how. That's probably orange, not orange, yellow.
Yeah.
That's gonna lose him a bit of time to Josh here. As Carl gets a penalty. Is there any battles? No. There's huge gaps. Probably because of the confusion at the beginning with the lights. Because on my screen it just said 4 and then suddenly stopped and then didn't go on the 5 red light. So.
Yeah. Yeah, it happened to me as well. Oh, but at least they got away on time, not like in F2 that if you watch the but I'm gonna just hit the wall. If you watch the F2 stream, you see that the right fiber lights goes out, and then there's like 5 seconds later we got away. So it's like really strange.
Yeah, it happened to me as well. As in, I keep getting shocking starts because the fiber lights take like 7 seconds to go out.
Yeah.
It is. That touch on the wall doesn't seem major from Josh there. Oh, sector 2. Oh, Carl's in the wall. Does that? Yeah, wing. He doesn't have wing damage, I don't think, because all the end plates are still on there. Let's have a quick look at the instructors.
Oh, Matthew just crashed into the wall.
Oh no. Virtual safety car. Who's near the pits? Nobody at the moment. Oh, is Craig? Oh, great. There's no point Craig pitting. No point.
Virtual penalty for
speed on the safety car, but is what? Okay, I didn't say it was going to end. Brilliant. Oh, it was Craig pits for soft, so I gathered the grain will probably be coming lap 25 or something.
And Jovan is
yeah, the pit entry is really hard, so he probably lost a second here. Is he going to change his front wing? Yes, he is. Alright, let's go to. He probably has the pace to catch up to Josh. So what's Matt? The thing is that Matt's 5th, but Harry's 8 seconds back. But the gap, he's got a gap to go into to be 7th. So even though he did hit the barrier, it's not all doom and gloom for Matt. As he goes into the pits. Let's see what tyres he goes on. Leader. What tyres is he gonna go on?
Mediums. Yeah. No soft. Soft mediums and yeah, mediums.
Mediums.
One interest. We're discussing Josh. Let's see if he is gonna lap himself.
Wait, he's right behind Josh? Oh. The thing is, Josh probably has to know that Craig's gonna be faster than him. And also, who is this? Craig also needs to know he doesn't really want to take out Josh in the process.
Yeah.
Yeah, so... Oh, Quinton has caught up to...
Yeah, third place.
Yeah, he's caught up to Gareth here. So... There's also does Josh Pitt, he doesn't, he stays out. See the gap to lead of 31 seconds. Let's
see if Praise overtakes Josh. I think that. Oh man.
The thing is, Josh has to let him through. It's just gonna cost him more time. And Craig, I would say it has the right to try and. It's the right to try and get past him. I don't know. What? I know I keep saying, what would you do? But
I mean, I will let Rich pass, and I mean, you have a 16-second gap between the seconds, so you don't need to worry about it. Just let him through, and that's it.
What? It's just losing time.
Exactly.
Because the gap now is 28 seconds. He's losing 3 seconds a lap.
So it's just boxing.
Yeah, so where's this is gonna be close, because in my race I was 24 seconds ahead of Matty, and as Josh leaves, this is going to be actually quite close. Okay, yeah, it's caught. So you would say 5 seconds for a change of front wing is now basically where it was.
Yeah.
So Josh probably should have let Craig past, and you could say, I wouldn't say, because Craig's probably on the faster tyre, he can drag you along. It's in Sector 2 incident. Don't know where that is. And Quinton is gaining on Gareth here. I kind of think one of them will risk, because we don't know when the rain will come, so
they are both boxing.
not seen. So there's a blue flag for Jordan there.
Yeah. Let's see if he moves out of the way. Or if
Interesting.
he's gonna help hold, sorry.
That's helped. Can you check penalties?
Yes. Let's see. Joshua Law has 2 warnings. Jovan has 1 penalty, 1 warning. Gareth has 3 warnings. Kaki has 3 warnings. Indy as well. Harry has penalty. Matthew has penalties or any warnings. Rage has 2 warnings. Kyle has 2 penalties. Jordan has 1 penalty and 1 warning. Hold
on. So how many warnings does Josh have then?
2.
And does he have a penalty as well?
Oh, he has a penalty. Plus
so he has 2 warnings and a penalty.
No, he has a penalty and 1 warning.
Oh, okay. As Carl gets some front wing damage. Oh, and he DNFs. Oh, okay, this is going to be interesting. Where is this car gonna go? Okay. Will this cause a safety car? As Courtney pits. I think it's the safety car would probably suit Gareth and Quinton the most.
Yeah.
Alright, so 3 seconds. That will promote Courtney and Nate into the Courtney further into points and Nate to 10th. But Let's see the lead. Harry's 48 seconds behind Josh here. But 20 laps on the tyres. Hopefully he tries to get them to the point where it rains, because around here, if the rain comes down, it comes down very quickly.
Yeah.
So he could easily, he's in a shot. He can't count Harry out of the race at the moment. It just depends when the rain comes down and Jovan and Josh, when they decide to pit. And again, from our maths, if Jovan wins this race, and he's got the fastest lap, I think, if I just check. Or one. Yeah, he will be the F4 champion. And
let's go. Let's see what they're better.
yes, yeah, Quinton was right behind Gareth's gearbox, and now Gareth is pulling away from him as Jordan pits for like, I think that's like the third time or fourth time today, but it's literally just a waiting game till the rain comes down, because the gaps are all starting to form, and Josh is burning some fuel and also some traffic. There's Craig and I think Courtney ahead. Be interesting what Craig does here. Oh, as Craig kind of gets barged out the way, Craig comes into the pits.
Yeah.
What did you make with that incident? Very odd.
Yeah. Hard to see.
Because it's a very difficult track to let people through, like even like to let people through, but
yeah, it's really difficult because walls are there, and if you want to get, if you want to lap a car, you need to be patient and maybe do it on the straights.
yeah. So one penalty from Josh, and it looks like it's starting to rain from the cameras. Yes, it is. It's starting to rain now.
Yeah.
As we're on board with Jovan here. Okay, Harry is like quite far back. Would you go on the inters now?
Yes,
As sector 2 incident. Nate spins round. Oh, Jovan's in, and I think,
yeah,
I from the experience that we had last season, with, you remember when is it Connor Paisley stayed out one lap?
yeah, and he was losing a lot of time. Yeah, it happened to me as well.
Yeah.
When I was practicing, I really lost a big amount of time.
It's Quinton's speeds, but at the moment Josh is struggling. Oh no, this is not good. Be quite heartbreaking for him.
Yeah.
But that's right.
Jordan is staying out.
Really?
Yeah, that's tough.
Oh, because Harry's in the pits, but
Yeah.
it's from the thing is, if from the lead, oh, it cuts the, yeah, we get a 5-second penalty. I'll probably have to note that, but yeah, getting raining. He's losing a huge amount of time. It probably doesn't matter about it, and I won't. Does it? How do you not get a penalty for that? So this be interesting. What happens here? Does
And he's having the 5-second penalty.
yeah.
Really heartbreaking for Josh.
And so Gareth comes around the final bend. He should get out in front of. Should get out in front of, Josh here. Does Quinton have any penalties?
Yeah. 5-second time penalty.
A Sector 2 incident. I guess it's Courtney. It's spun, and I don't know what. I think. As Jordan comes into the pits. I don't know how he survived a lap on. Well, so at the moment, it looks like. Oh, sorry for that noise. Sounds a bit stupid, but.
So, Jovan has the fastest lap of the race.
Yeah. Albert, could you check if that is right, the time or the points? So.
So Jovan McKenzie has 186 points, while Scott has 83 points. So the difference is 103 points. So now, if Jovan wins this race and with the fastest lap of the race, that will extend the gap to 129 points. So that's 4 more points.
And so, he would win it on the most wins as well, because of most wins.
Yeah.
So at the moment we have Jovan in a position of as Gareth spins.
He has been damaged, yeah.
What happened there?
I don't know.
So that will promote That's... What the... That's the most weirdest sound. Oh, it's the crowd making a really annoying like drilling noise. Yeah, so good recovery drive by Harry here. Started from the back of the grid, basically, and now is 5th. We would guess that Gareth would be pitting. And I do understand how he got front wing damage from that when it looks like he didn't even hit the barrier. And also the thing, if you look at where is it? I'll try and show you. Well, as go on board with Harry, the padding is sticking out.
Yeah, I just saw that.
As in, what is the point of a game that in like real life that would be in a safety car? Or a virtual safety car, and they would have put it all the way back. Because look, it's sticking out there. As Gareth pits.
Oh, I don't want to say that anything, but Fernando George is really flying. He's flying, literally.
Yeah, but you also have to think he's got a 5
seconds to 7 seconds.
Yeah. You also think he's got a 5-second penalty.
But I think he served it on while he was speeding.
It'd be interesting if Gareth put anything in the Discord about. Okay, no, he didn't. Yeah, I don't know what happened though between Gareth and Brian Josh. Probably find out after the race. But yeah, it's another podium for Quinton, I think, as well.
Yeah.
Good result for McLaren. Let's see also the standings for the constructors. So Mercedes are on 93 points. No, it's Mercedes are on 228 points, and McLaren on 135. So there's a 93 point gap. Ferrari on 89 points, so a 46 point gap, and then it's closely followed by Renault with 85 points with a 4-point gap, which I think was the fact that I think Harrison won a couple of races. Yeah, Josh is flying. And the interesting thing is, was Matt nearly... What will Matt do here? Because the gap's closing. He'll probably catch him during the third sector. Albert, could you have a quick look at the penalties between Jovan and Josh, please?
Yes. So,
oh, as Matt goes a bit.
Jovan has 1 penalty, 1 warning. Then have Joshua who has penalty, 5-second time penalty, and 2 warnings.
Oh, okay.
So one more corner cut, and you will have 2 time penalties.
Okay, so on the last lap here, as Jovan closes in on an F4 title.
Are you sure? Because imagine that Scott wins all the 5 last races with the fastest lap.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. But no,
And Jovan retires.
Well, yeah, that's a good point. We can't really say that because we might jinx it. But it's what's the word?
Oh no! Hold on. Other than
Because Scott's not here today.
I mean, it's more likely that. I mean, we are not sure about if he has won it or not.
We'll just say that he's basically a points finish away from getting the title.
I mean, he just needs to score one point.
Or if Scott even retires, if Scott has to win every single race, as Banana Josh retires.
Oh no!
And that was the last corner, as in let's right on board with Quinton here.
Oh, he lost the car.
Oh.
Anyway, Jovan is heading up. Last couple corners, last corner.
Potentially could clinch the title here, as he wins the Singapore Grand Prix under the lights, as Quinton comes home in second place. And we also have Gareth, who had a bit of a come together with Josh here, but oh wait, it's Harry. Oh, Harry's right behind Gareth here. So it depends how many penalties Harry and Gareth have got. Didn't notice that. Oh, all pushing it. Be interesting what happens. 1 second, I think Gareth. Yeah, Gareth is third. Good recovery drive from. Yeah, good recovery drive from Harry there.
Yeah, indeed.
We just need to wait. Oh, there must be an easier way. They also need to make an easier way to invite people.
Yeah, I was just invite Jovan and Quinton.
Hello.
Hello.
Do you know Gareth's PSN? Let's quickly send him an invite. Oh, for God's sake. Let's go to party. I'll quickly suggest Gareth. Let's suggest Gareth. Is have you invited Jovan?
Yeah, I have, but I don't know. I don't know if he's joining.
Alright. Albert, can you start the interview?
Yeah, we'll start with Quintin. Quintin, another podium. Congratulations. You finished second due to Banana Sauce crash on the very last lap. So you were having a fight with Gareth, who was in front of you at the first stint, and then he crashed. Well, he touched the wall and he had wind damage, and we managed to finish second place. So talk us about your race. Yeah, indeed. Yeah. Joseph, do you have anything?
Was it quite Quinton? Was it quite because I have this during F3. Is it just for you to stay consistent and then hoping that people makes like being fast and then people make mistakes around you, or is that being consistent? Yeah, well done, Quinton, and on the P2, and we'll see you for Russia, I think it is.
Yeah, Russia.
Yes, you're welcome. You're welcome.
Now we move on Gareth. You finished now. You finished third. Well, you were third on the race, but I think you crashed. Well, you touched the wall and you had wind damage, and well, you managed to finish third while you were fourth, but Joshua crashed the very last lap, as I said before. So yeah, talk us about the race.
No, I mean it was pretty quiet. Now, I mean, Quinn were just having our own little battle. Fair play to him. You know, you kept it all honest. In regards to where I span, I do want that looking into, because I do believe I was actually pushed from behind. Because Josh came out of the pits, I got ahead of him, and it was pretty much stable for a lap. Yes, he was quicker than me, but I did feel a tap on the back end, hence why I span round, and the glitchy wall took the rest of my wing off, and I couldn't really do much else with that one, so therefore I thought I lost it. Hence why I had to pit again. I'm looking for the P3 cracker stouts, but I think I might have lost a second place because of it. Again, that's up to the stewards to decide in regards to that one. Other than that, just a solid race. It was pretty quiet with everyone else, you know, with the front two just driving off. But no, I had a nice little battle with Quinn. Shame we couldn't take it all the way to the line.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah. Congratulations. Anything?
Gareth, did you feel that you were quicker than Quinton in the wet? Because I think it was the wet. It was your second stint. You gain a lot of time. On Quinton.
I think, like you mentioned, I think he had some wing damage, because I know I was only 3 seconds ahead into the pits, and then I ended up having a 14-second lead. So we just don't know. I think I could have held that. At least have a manageable gap, but I say we don't know. Unfortunately, I was like I said, I felt like I was span on the like you say, that from the corner down to the straight, I just felt like I was tapped from the back and a span round. So who knows if I was able to hold off that substantial amount of lead, we just don't know now.
Well done, Gareth, and we'll see you for Russia.
Hopefully, due to me working, I highly doubt it.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
what a pity.
Yeah. Well, we'll see you when when next time you're not working. Albert, you got anything more to add before we close the stream?
No, not really.
Well, it was a very impactful, very good race here. We'll see you for Russia, which was round 11. Yeah, and we'll see you next time.